if you're in business, sometimes you hire people who are lazy. Not you lazy, like smart and lazy. And you want somebody who's brilliant and lazy, because what happens, and you want to be on their nice side, right? So there are a bunch of jerk managers who they just see that as, oh, you're lazy, and they will like stick them with a hot poker, motivate, and they're just off. There are a lot of managers are just awful people, but if you're a decent manager and recognize that you got somebody with real potential, again, not you, but somebody else, and they're really smart, but they're lazy. Sometimes it's because you're not giving them the right task, or etc. But what happens with these people is they're so smart, they finish the work that you give them, and you assign them 1 man hour of work, and they perform 1 man hour of work in 40 minutes or 45 minutes or something like that, right? And you would see them like surfing the net and looking at memes for 15 minutes an hour. And some bosses would see that as a wasted, well, quote them, like an opportunity, but their brain is evil. So they would think like, this is a lazy person who's, and what they would do is they would dump more work on that person until their little mini genius just goes, well, you're just abusing me now. And they leave because they're capable, obviously. So they leave somewhere else. And what ends up happening is a role was created for a genius that you just can't find a person for. So you end up having a role you can't fill anymore because that idiot boss saw that opportunity, filled that vessel higher than an average person could ever. But if a good boss were to see that, they could actually like they know that they have a 1 person amount of work there in the seat that they hired for, and they see that person performing that 1 person's task in less time, and instead of going, okay, well, I can just give more work, they can go, okay, well, I'm not just going to give more work, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait and see what happens. Or if they're really good, they will challenge the person a little bit. And hopefully they're not dumb enough to say something like, well, that's management material. You're really efficient. I'm going to make you a supervisor. Because that's often not what this kind of guy wants. Okay, so what instead happens is that smartass takes their hour of work, does it in 45 minutes, takes 15 minutes and uses it out of boredom to go look at memes. But sooner or later, maybe occasionally, they'll spend that 15 minutes optimizing, because they're lazy, optimizing the 45 minutes. Hiring a genius where they would reveal that they are, because they literally are better for the task, accidentally or whatever. I'm not talking IQ either, in case people are thinking that. Because if you were hired into a task that was just perfect for you, it just turns out to be that way. Not like you know what you're good at necessarily either, but it just, the stars align. You would end up being better than the next person or the previous hire or the next hire, just because of your nature. You're highly interested in a thing. So this isn't an IQ thing. I was saying the genius isn't IQ, isn't what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about suitability to a task. And that could be anybody at any time. We don't know. You haven't found your niche yet. So if you're listening and you're not like Minion, maybe you just haven't found what you're actually good at yet. Right? Because so far it hasn't been anything you've ever done in your life. I'm really good at sleeping in. Okay. Bed tester will get you a job at Purple.